Yo, what's up guys? In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how the Chicago Bulls are being urged to trade for Damian Lillard in this upcoming offseason. Also, how Damian Lillard was named a potential trade target for the Chicago Bulls. And also how the Portland Trail Blazers could be owing or trading the Bulls a first-round draft pick. But nonetheless, before I jump into today's video, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Also, leave a quick like below today's video. It takes a second and helps me out a lot. And leave some comments and questions below today's video, obviously talking about all the topics I just mentioned. And leave some comments below today's video about this rumor and these articles and topic. And if you guys want the Chicago Bulls to trade for Damian Lillard, or at least make a big move in this upcoming offseason. But nonetheless, let's just jump right into it. And like I just said, a bunch of articles have came out. So I'm just going to start off with the first article that did come out, and then a bunch of articles came out afterwards. And just the other day, this article did come out from Bleacher Report, and they were naming and ranking the Bulls' top trade targets after obviously losing in the play-in for this upcoming offseason. And Zach Buckley of Bleacher Report did list some potential trade targets, and he first off listed draft picks. Obviously, this Bulls team needs draft picks in the future desperately. And then after that, he also did name OG Anunoby from the Raptors as a potential trade target, and he did list the number one trade target for the Chicago Bulls in this upcoming offseason, and his name was Damian Lillard from the Blazers. And then after that, he did continue, and he did say if the Bulls want any chance to contend next season, which this front office has said many times, that's the plan. And they also said at their end of season press conference that they don't plan to rebuild at all. They want to win now and be competitive and win a championship. And Bleacher Report did say they have to up their star power and fix their point guard position. A mega deal for Damian Lillard would definitely solve both problems. And let me just first off say, I love Damian Lillard. I always have since he's been in the league. I always loved when him and Rose used to go at it a few seasons ago. So in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down how he would fit with the Bulls, what a potential trade would look like, even though, let's be real, this is very unlikely. I still do love making these videos and talking to you guys, so definitely leave some comments and questions below today's video if you guys would want the Bulls to trade for Damian Lillard or any other stars in this upcoming offseason. Leave some comments and questions below today's video. And after that, Bleacher Report did continue, and they did say, while there are no indications that he will make himself available in a trade, it's tough for the Blazers to trade Lillard unless he does request for it. I mean, let's be real, as the time continues to go on and the Blazers continue to miss the playoffs and not add star power or add good pieces around Damian Lillard, he definitely has hinted in interviews and in press conferences about a potential requesting a trade out of Portland. Now, in my eyes, I still feel like that's very unlikely because he's been very loyal to Portland, but at the end of the day, Damian Lillard, he is a superstar. Before this past season for the Portland Trail Blazers, he played incredible basketball. He put up 32 points per game and 7 assists while shooting about 46% from the field and 37% from deep. Also did average 5 rebounds and about a steal a game. And let's be real, like I just did say, this is very unlikely, but this is the hope. You know, the Bulls are a big market. They have some solid, I'd say, stars and veterans on this roster. You can name Zach LaVine, DeMar Vooch if he comes back. The Bulls also have some young talents in Kobe White. Hopefully they do re-sign him. Patrick Williams, Dalen Terry, Ayo Dosunmu. This Bulls team, all they need is one more big star in my eyes. And that's the hope, man. And it's been the hope for the few seasons now, and honestly for a while for the Chicago Bulls, for just one star to be unhappy in another situation and request a trade to Chicago. And then after that, Heavy.com did put out an article. They kind of just recapped what Zach Buckley did say in his Bleacher Report article. Now let's just say Damian Lillard doesn't request a trade in this upcoming offseason. At the end of the day, if the Blazers want to continue to rebuild and just, I'd say, retool around Damian Lillard, at the end of the day, it's more than likely the Blazers are going to be forced to trade a first-round draft pick to the Chicago Bulls. Now let me explain that whole situation. And there's also been some belief that the Portland Blazers GM will make their upcoming lottery draft pick available in a trade. And Damian Lillard's also said many times he doesn't want to stick around to a rebuild. And with him saying that and the GM kind of committing to Damian Lillard, obviously he's going to have to trade some draft picks and players to add more stars around Damian Lillard. And with that being said, the Blazers are limited in just how much they can do without taking away, however, due to ongoing future draft commitments to Chicago. Chicago. The GM did say he has discussed the first round draft pick the next time the Portland Blazers make the NBA playoffs with the Bulls during every trading window, since the Bulls did acquire the pick over the 2020 offseason. Now, this is the draft pick that the Bulls did get back when they had that 3-team deal and they did trade marketing, and they got that Portland first back and Derrick Jones Jr. And the Blazers GM did say the discussions between the Bulls and Blazers have ranged from reconsidering the protections to player draft picks to get the pick back outright. And whatever it is, it still needs to obviously produce the kind of results Damian Lillard is seeking, or things could snowball and he could request a trade. So at the end of the day, say Damian Lillard doesn't request a trade, the Bulls are more than likely going to get that future first back, or at least some player in a trade, or something's going to happen, because as of right now, the Portland Trail Blazers cannot trade any draft picks until the Bulls do get this draft pick due to the new CBA rules and everything like that. It's a very confusing situation, but it definitely helps out the Chicago Bulls and the future of the Bulls. So definitely leave some comments and questions below today's video if you guys would want the Bulls to trade for Damian Lillard if he does request a trade, or just another star in this upcoming offseason, because in my eyes, the Bulls front office needs to be super aggressive and super creative on the trade market to get this team back to being, I'd say, a true contending team like they want them to be. Now, like I did say throughout this whole video, even though this whole situation is unlikely, it is good to know about the whole, I'd say, first round draft pick or potential protections changing or whatever. That situation is very ugly and messy. But now let's talk about how Damian Lillard could fit with the Bulls and what a potential trade package would be for him. Now, obviously, any deal for Lillard would have to include Patrick Williams. He's obviously the Bulls', I'd say, brightest and best young player. Obviously, it would more than likely also have to be Kobe White if they do bring him back, which I do hope so. The Bulls could also offer up a package of their 2027 and 2028 first round draft picks, along with Pat Williams, Kobe White, and Lonzo Ball. Now, obviously, those are some young talents. Who knows if Lonzo's ever going to play again, even though he does seem to try to and believe he can. Also, those draft picks are pretty far out, so who knows if, Lillard is still playing by then. If that trade goes well, who knows? Obviously, it's all rumors and all crazy talk right now. But at the end of the day, the Bulls do have some solid assets to trade in a potential trade. Now, if I'm the Blazers, I believe I could get a lot more for Damian Lillard. But say he does ever request a trade, his trade value definitely goes down. Now, in my eyes, this is very unlikely. I still wanted to talk about this whole situation, especially the whole first round draft pick protections and everything like that. I highly doubt Damian Lillard does request a trade, and if he does, I feel like another NBA team can give a better offer than the Bulls can currently. But at the end of the day, this Bulls front office needs to be active and connected to every potential star that could get upset or frustrated. They need to be active on the trade market in this upcoming offseason to add a point guard and three-point shooting. Definitely leave some comments and questions below today's video. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Have a good one.